Do we lose strength using a ketogenic diet or a high-fat content diet? Stay tuned.
Gangsta Brazil.
That is my dog for sure. That is my dog. That is my dog for sure. That is my dog. Me and my dog. We get them 2 in a row. Me and my dog. We get them 2 in a row. They just keep on calling.
Alrighty, you guys, about to hit this leg workout. Thought it would be a good idea to make this video because I've been trying this ketogenic diet thing. It's really not the ketogenic diet because they say you should be eating like 20-25% protein. I'm making this kind of like a hybrid diet where I hit 150 grams of protein typically and then just have high fat and then low carbs. I mean, generally I was kind of easing into this. I was doing like 35% carbs and then 35% fat and then keeping the protein constant. And I was like, hey, Mom, I'm so close to just having a high-fat diet. Why not give it a go? Yesterday, I'll throw it up on the screen. I had about, 110 grams of fat. And as you can see, the carbs are basically absent. That's kind of scary for a lot of you guys. I made that other video, and I was just suggesting, if you want to cut down quickly, that maybe you can utilize a ketogenic diet. Just interject that into your routine. But everyone took it as like, oh, hey, I've gotten ripped off carbs before. It's like, dude, you're telling the guy that's been working out for 12 years and been cutting and been shredding off carbs. I mean, just like how I tried intermittent fasting, when I first heard about it, and when you first heard about it, you're probably like, fuck that shit. Biggest thing that I'm trying to fight against, like people were charging like tons of money for these diets and workout programs that eventually fail. Hello? That's bad business, if you ask me. They want you to use them for the accountability and they want you to be a return customer. Like what I'm offering with my Ultimate All-in-One Guide, like once you read that, you don't need my help anymore. I've been about 3 to 4 days on a high-fat diet, eating a lot of peanut butter and almond butter. It's actually kind of fun and tasty. I'm enjoying it. I'm eating like dressings and dipping raw veggies in there, eating high fatty meats like filet mignon. It's like 1-to-1 ratio of protein and fat. And then I'm adding butter on everything. It's actually really good. Like people want to eat their carbs so badly because their body relies on carbs. So we're gonna go touch on that a little bit inside. I'm gonna hit legs today. And I was like, hey, this is the perfect day to see if I actually need carbs to maintain a high level of energy. You guys know I'm not that strong in my legs, but I'm expecting like 225 pounds for 5 reps after building up to it. And then maybe if we're feeling courageous, we'll do like 245 and we'll try to hit 5 on that. That's typically what my type of lifting is for legs on the squat. But I'm not afraid because I have been having 3-hour workouts in the gym like this past week. It's just been insane. Reaching new levels here. Gonna find out for you guys. Let's get to this. Alright, so I just hit 2 sets of warm-ups with 135. I'm feeling pretty good today. Let's see when I load the weight, but yeah, overall, feeling pretty good. So 245 went up pretty easy, so I added 20 pounds, so we're doing 265 in a second. But since it came up so easy, I was like, hey, I'm feeling kind of courageous. But, first opinion on, a heavy leg day for me. High-fat diet versus high-carb diet, I don't really see the difference. It comes down to a few things, which I'll go over later, but as of now, like, the squats are pretty good. And I'm only expecting to do like 2 or 3. previous reps, but you know, that was pretty good. I'm sweating a good bit, but now we're gonna move on to the above the knee rack pulls, try to get that growth hormone pumping. Moving on to the leg extensions. So you guys are probably wondering now, like, hey, OG didn't have any carbs for the majority of the week, and he still has the energy to lift heavier than usual, which is kind of surprising to myself, because like, I honestly never go over like 245 just to avoid injury. To answer your question, it is all about the glycogen. Glycogen is the immediate energy source that your body utilizes for, you know, intense, quick movements or activity. That's the primary energy that we use when we're in the gym. In cases of a high carbohydrate diet, complex carbs actually convert to glycogen the easiest. So that's why everyone always says, hey, carbs is best for energy. Get a few carbs in before the gym, and that fills your glycogen up. So what happens with the glycogen in your liver, if your glycogen stores get filled up, that will actually cause you to gain fat because it has nowhere else to go. And the reason I was able to do the heavier than normal squats is because I had a good glycogen storage, and I'll get right back to you guys on why I was able to maintain a good glycogen storage, even though I'm utilizing a high fat content diet. And I know a lot of you guys, including myself, we've all used the high carb diet before and low fat, and we still experience fatigue. And you know, we ate a ton of carbs all week, and we're still tired, and we cannot lift as we expected. So I'm gonna finish up this workout, and I'm gonna go over the rest of it at home. So I'll see you guys later. Get back on the topic. You know, I was a little out of breath earlier, so let's recap real quick. It's the glycogen that matters. It's not how many carbs you have or the fat or protein. All of those can be metabolized into glucose, and then the glucose that's not readily used is converted to glycogen, and that stays in the liver and parts of the muscles until you're ready to use it. And then when it gets depleted, that's when you need to replenish it. So now the question arises, how do we keep our glycogen levels up if it doesn't matter how many carbs or fat that we are taking in? We drink champagne. No, I'm just playing. This might be new to you guys, but potassium actually connects the glucose molecules, and that actually forms glycogen. If you're depleted in potassium, if your potassium levels are low, that means your glycogen levels are not what they could be, guys. If you're eating a lot of carbohydrates, and remember I brought up being fatigued earlier, even though we're eating a lot of carbs and we're still fatigued, the reason is you're not consuming enough potassium to connect those glucose particles to form that glycogen pool that you can use for energy in the gym. Guess what happens when you don't have sufficient potassium? This is gonna hit home real hard, guys, because a lot of you guys, I know it because I used to be the same way. You're not getting your vegetables in. Well, when you don't have the proper amount of potassium, the glucose cannot bind together, and that creates fat instead. So if you eat your vegetables, the glucose can bind together and that will be stored as glycogen, so you're actually going to lift more and perform better. So that's why just eating a lot of carbs isn't going to help you guys. If you really want to make gains, if you really want to be stronger, you must consume enough potassium. That basically brings us to the ketogenic diet or the high-fat diet. It really doesn't matter if you have carbs, because yesterday and the whole week I've been eating so well, guys. I'm eating red peppers, raw broccoli, cauliflower. I am the healthiest I've ever been in my life. I've never been so on point with my plant-based diet. You know, it's not all plant-based, but you know, it's so much more than historically in my life. So that sums it up. If you're utilizing a ketogenic diet and all you're eating is bacon, of course you're going to be low on energy. Your potassium levels are just way too low, and your body can't form the glucose into glycogen. Now, this is where intermittent fasting trumps a conventional diet. As you can see, you know, we have to continuously replenish the glycogen on a conventional diet. That's why people eat 6 times a day. This is really big. If your glycogen storages are depleted and you can't replenish it with carbs, your body will metabolize protein and muscle. The thing with intermittent fasting is we actually secrete the growth hormone, and that's the biggest muscle sparer. That retains the muscle. That's why you see these guys cut for a competition or something, like Nick's Strength and Power. He completely screwed that up. Was going so low in calories that it was metabolizing the muscle, and that actually puts stress on the kidneys because, you know, there's so much byproduct waste when you metabolize your protein because it's inefficient. Why did I perform better? Because my glycogen storages in my body and my liver, they are sufficient to perform in the gym. Why is it that I'm lifting more today when I only had under 30 carbs yesterday? At the end of the day, it's knowledge. And that's what I'm offering in my Ultimate All-in-One Guide. A lot of people are getting results already, and I'm pushing it right now because you guys need to get shredded for the summer. Like, I'm already shredded, and I'm gonna maintain this shredded lifestyle. There's so many disadvantages to utilizing a conventional diet, guys, that, you know, I'm spreading the light, honestly. I wanna help you guys take the next step. Direct message me on Instagram if you guys have any questions about it. Because honestly, like, I'm offering a ton of value. I'm sick of these people offering these stupid 6-week, 8-week programs when they don't teach you shit. I actually teach you a lot of stuff, and you guys don't even need me afterwards. But anyways, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all next time. Peace.